Once again, my name is Nzundu. I'm a graphic designer, UI and UX designer based in Johannesburg, South Africa. So today I'm going to talk about colors and how they can affect your design and your design processes, and then how important it is to use your colors very carefully, and how to tell a story using your colors, and then how you can group, or maybe how you can choose your colors wisely so that they can send different messages to different audience that you're designing for. So I will start by giving you a brief background about colors, color pigments, color, or maybe get you to just a little bit about color theory. Colors, we have groups of colors: primary colors, we have secondary colors, we have tertiary colors. Primary colors are called children colors, which is red, yellow and blue. And then when you mix all those colors, three of them, mix them with each other, you get secondary colors. For example, when you're mixing red with yellow, you get orange. When you're mixing red with blue, you get purple. And then when you're mixing red, yellow and blue, when you're mixing yellow and blue, you get green. So those are your secondary colors, which is purple. We got them from mixing two of the primary colors is purple, green and orange. And then when you're mixing all of those colors from primary colors to your secondary colors, you get your tertiary colors. Get a lot of colors, you can name them. And then moving forward is that when now you're moving to design something, your UI design, your user interface will always be, it's always important to choose your colors wisely, depending on your target audience, depending on the message you want to send to your target audience. And then also your colors can also affect your user experience, which is colors are also part of the experience of the user. So you need to make sure that the colors, for example, if you're doing an app for elderly people, maybe for anything that you want to help them with, so you will make sure that you don't use bright colors, because those people have seen a lot of light during the years they have lived on earth, and then their eyes are most probably sensitive to light or brighter colors. So now what you need to do is you need to use also those people, they want the respect because they are old, they feel like they've done a lot, depending, some of them they haven't done anyway, but most of them they've done a lot for the living. So you need to show them warmth. You can use warm colors, you can use colors that show respect, you can use colors that shows dignity, so that those warm colors, those colors that are not too bright to be absorbed by the mind and eyes, because colors that doesn't only speak to your eyes, also send message to your mind. And then if maybe using you're doing app for children, the app should reflect to what children like. Children like colors, like bright things, like to do a lot of things at once. So be free to do a lot of things, but be also careful to not confuse them, because sometimes you can do an app for children, but the target audience is mothers, because mothers have influence to children. And then in order for children to get whatever message you're sending on that app, it needs to be accessed by the mothers, because mothers have the buying power for the children. So you also have to consider that, because not only because if you're doing app for children, you have to only consider children, because children sometimes won't have access to smartphones, or maybe depends on where they are or their parents, but most of the time the target is always adults mostly it's adults, and then for the kids. And then also the experience there will be what they will be experiencing when they are using your app is also important, and color needs to be also considered when you're doing that experience. It's not only about the buttons, how fast it is, how it is, whatever, but you need to make sure that the person you need to make sure you consider how the person is going to feel when they are using your app, how the person is going to think when they are using the app, and then those kind of things. So yeah, that's basically how you can use how important how important colors are in the user and in the user interface and user experience design. And one of the students that I know who was asking me about if they are black and white, where does black and white belong in the group of primary, secondary, and tertiary colors? I said most. I can say those colors are mostly. I can say those colors are basic colors. If you believe in the Bible or the Christian thing, I can say they are Alpha and Omega. They are the beginning and the end. They are the beginning and the end of colors, because in the absence of light you can't see color. That's when you find black. In the absence of darkness, which is black, then that's when you can see color. Going to like the colors like RGB, red, green, blue, that are mostly used in digital, and that you're gonna use them most. You're gonna use them most in your digital design, just like UI design, user experience, user interface design you're gonna be based on RGB. So there are also CMYK, which is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Okay, it stands for black. So those colors are mostly used in press printing. They are called full color printing. So full color printing colors, you can call it. I hope it makes sense. So those colors those colors are differentiated like this. Red, green, blue, those colors forms light, which is white. CMYK all mixed together, they give you black, and the mixture of all colors will give you a dark color, which is black. So when you're using colors, yeah, that's, you need to be careful, use them wisely, use them very nice as much as you can. So that's what I can say about colors today. Make sure guys you subscribe to my channel and you comment or you ask any questions that you want to ask me. I can ask so that we can engage about them. So that's basically it is. Thank you so much. I love you guys. My name is Nzundu, graphic designer from South Africa, Johannesburg, Amako. Welcome back guys. So this is the artboard that I'm going to use now. I'm going to show you the first primary colors. These are your primary colors. I will draw I've already drawn the boxes. So this is going to be blue, this is going to be yellow, as I said. So now you're going to duplicate this, and then you can also just reflect it like this. So this is going to be here. This is how you go to mix them now. You're going to select both and then go to object, blend, make blend. This is how you get the orange that I'm talking about. And then you select this blue and red, you blend them, that's when you will get your purple. And then you mix yellow and blue, that's when you're gonna get your green. see. So now we're going to create another boxes, which is going to be next to these ones. We're going to get our paper. It's going to be bright, but they are not as bright as they can here. This is going to be our paper, and then this is going to be our orange. This is going to be our green. So when you're mixing these colors with the basic primary colors, which is your red, your blue, your yellow, that's when you will get your tertiary colors. Secondary colors, this is when you will get your tertiary colors, which is a different in lots of them. This is how the colors evolve and transition to make a lot of colors. You see, get what I'm saying? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can work it out when, let's say, you have your red, and then the client wants you to mix red and green. I'll show you one thing. You can duplicate both of these colors, and then you make both of them a little bit different, okay, to be smaller. And when you put in this, you see this is too bright, like is troubling the eyes. It doesn't look so nice. You see now. This one can be better, but this one, I don't know. It doesn't look good. For example, if you put yellow in red, you're always going to get it very, very soft. It doesn't give you anything like that. It's good. And then if you do maybe put yellow on it, let's see how it looks. It looks like, yeah, still there's nothing wrong. So basically what you can do is you always use these boxes. You shift them, you duplicate them, and then you shift them. You see if it does look better when you're mixing them, and then you make the other dominate the other, so that you can see if it can work. Well, sometimes colors you can see them like are not working together, but when you're making the other dominate the other, it always makes you it can work. So that's basically what I'm saying. So if you have any questions, you can contact me. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye.